It's made such a huge impact. That's twice now that they've set up a gank using it. The first time they get Puppey, the second time they get 3 heroes out of Secret. And this war, it's all about the vision nowadays, as you said earlier on in this game. And it made all the difference in the world because eHome, they see that their gyrocopter is going to get initiated on. They instantly rotate 3 heroes to back them up. They correctly guess that Secret are going to get aggressive, and the turnaround potential for them is huge.
And it's such patient aggression. We see CTY melded bottom. He's very strong with an Aegis right now, but he doesn't immediately jump on Puppey. He waits until he walks close. He sees there's support there from Zai, and then he backs. And that's really been the maturation process that you talked about, that he doesn't overcommit whether he's ahead or behind. He's a more calm player in general now. That's Secret's turn. They want to make something happen. Puppey on the smoke. Maybe they get DDC here. There is a ward. Saw him walk by towards the Secret shop. He's found an interesting nook here to try and hide within.
Oh,
they know about that nook. DDC, welcome to your new home. It's called the Well. Zai with the dunk.
Yeah, finally, Arteezy finally finding that farm time. He's already almost level 12. He's finally got that Battle Fury. Once he gets his Vlads, pretty much stay on the map for as long as he wants. He can do the jungle camps. And I mean, we've been talking about eHome all game, and yes, they have been playing a really dominant game, but you still don't really have the best counters for this anti-mage. You don't really have the best disables, only the Rubik Glyph. It doesn't last for very long. The Night Stalker silence is not an opportune silence. He can just manta it off every single time, and it's going to get hard for them to keep up with him.
And that's where eHome want to keep it up. CTY is looking to do it bottom lane. He will press the tower forward and drop it pretty low in terms of HP, but Puppey pings it out. They'll rotate in S4. And it does need to be reiterated that their cores are farming. S4, neck and neck, in fact, surpassing again the Templar Assassin on eHome. And Arteezy still the leader. The have-nots are the supports, though. Looking at Kuroki, normally one of the most farmed supports in the game, up there with AUI 2000. And he's doing a decent job, but this lineup needs a lot of space, especially for the 2 main cores. So it's going to come down here to positioning, it feels like. Puppey and Kuro, not quite as much to work with item-wise. They got to do it just with sheer savvy and veteran wit.
In all honesty, it's just the warding. ROTK, he has a gem that he picked up himself, so it's incredibly hard for Secret to keep up wards on the map. And so Secret, they're just playing behind their cores, kind of playing the guessing game like you said, whereas eHome supports are pretty much willing to go wherever they want because they have full vision, they can wait for the counter initiations. They're playing with full information right now, whereas Kuro and Puppey, they're playing the guessing game. You saw it at top, and here in this mid lane, they have no idea this is coming in.
They're going. They're onto S4, the back's there, the call down to follow. He's completely surrounded, doesn't even get off a spell, but the Grave, it allows for a Requiem to turn this, and onto RTK to go to Death Lord, keeps on going, CTY trapped in the trees, he's got to get out and help the team.
Oh,
they
he's
lose
stuck, they know too.
Oh, the blink will cool down, but the damage is done, and Arteezy says, wonderful, I'm going to cut the wave top. This tower will be mine. So much space. A lot of it feels like it came down to CTY getting caught in the trees. They couldn't do anything for the whole death ward. Just such good placement and play by Secret there.
And the problem is for eHome's lineup, it was like we talked about last game. The reason why we were talking as if eHome always had a chance was because there was no natural counters to the storm. It's the same thing for the anti-mage this game. And the disastrous thing for eHome's lineup is they can't really make those mistakes. On paper, it's, okay, we traded 2 for 1, at least we got a core, but it's more like we committed 5 heroes to a fight, and the anti-mage was farming the entire time, and all we got was 1 hero.
And boy, is he farming. Suddenly, Vlads is up. He's still 30 CS up on this Templar Assassin, and now he's got a haste turn. He's going to blink in mid, looking to clear out the waves, and the pressure just begins to mount. The tower, tier 1's still up mid and bottom. That's something Arteezy will definitely have his eyes on. Now moving towards the enemy Ancients. Oh, this is a big stack. They can't allow him to take this. Is he going to chance it? You betcha. Onto the Ancient stack he goes. RTK's in position on the high ground.
This is going to be
sees this.
Able to take
Arteezy, got to be careful. He's back into a silence. He can't blink. The green, it costs him now. eHome get just about every creep. Oh, they just saw him and they knew. They knew what he wanted. That really hurts the economy.
Arteezy thought if he sees the Night Stalker coming, he can just blink out, but it was that play by ROTK to drag him back with the back animation, unable to do anything as they're just flailing through the air.
And it's nighttime as well. The vision just isn't that great for an anti-mage.
Yeah, it was a huge high-risk, high-reward play, but eHome completely punished him for it, and Arteezy can't afford to die like that because he's the only hero on the map that can go around and pressure like he is right now, but chancing it for that Ancient stack wasn't enough, and CTY just continues to farm level 16. No BKB on him. decides to go for the Yasha. This is a huge glass cannon build, but he already does nearly 200 a hit with the Deso.
They don't have the best damage over time here. There's a level 1 Battle Hunger, no points in Poison Touch. So there is potential for TA to get a little more aggressive in the item field, it feels like. Secret, they're going to need to rely on the team fight. They got to take them down together. They can't try to fight the TA 101. Nobody's strong enough. Maybe your late game anti-mage can do it when you get to like an Abyssal Blade, Butterfly type of level of farm, but he's not there yet. But he goes back to what he was doing before he got picked off. Arteezy into the top lane. And the Secret game plan's pretty much going to continue the same way. Keep on pushing with the AM, hold with the other 3 to 4. S4, maybe poke your head out to hit a couple of creep waves. You may even have to rat it already into the trees. And eHome, no, this is the game plan for Secret. And they've been mostly prepared so far, and they're just waiting for him to show his head. There's a lane ward here top. Secret, they've not seen anyone from eHome just yet. But Arteezy is just biding his time. Now CTY will show himself. That alone is enough to discourage him. Are they thinking about a jump on CTY? This could be very bad for Secret. They're waiting. They're still waiting to get vision on somebody else. And they're not going to find it. CTY off into the jungle. The rest of Secret do smoke, and they head towards top.
Oh, they're actually going to spawn him out. They're going to go for this as fast as they can, and this should be a kill for Secret.
The CTY returns fire. Gem hits the deck. Zai tries to retreat with it. He survives with 10 HP. So low, but the turn. Arteezy also almost dead. There's a blink in 3 seconds. Arteezy's going to have his own blink in 1. Does he get the insta blink? No, he misses on both. The back too late. Arteezy heading back as quickly as possible. And now reinforcements arrive. They grab not only the Night Stalker, but far more importantly, that precious gem onto Zai.
That was the real price of that fight. Taking it off of them, being able to get some map control back is fairly significant because the Night Stalker, he's not a huge kill, but it's the gem that came with him that makes that so worthwhile. And at the same time, it just creates a little bit more time. eHome don't want to get into 4v5 fights, and while the Night Stalker's on the deck, they're going to wait for him to be able to come back and pressure the map again. And this is going to allow Arteezy to farm his own jungle for the first time in the game.
It's funny when you put it that way, but it really feels like it's come to that. Still, more space. He's down about 3k gold here in the enemy cores, but Yasha's coming. And the big item that makes him far more difficult to take down is not unreasonably far away. It's the Manta. But to match this economy, eHome continue to stack their own Ancients. They've been very consistent about farming these as well, and as a result, they're able to hold steady with the 8k, more like 9 to 10k gold lead, it looks like. Puppy also looking to farm his own with the Medallion. Big item out now. It's going to be a blink on RTK. And the combo potential is there. Call down. You've got the side blades that could splash through. Maybe DDC steals a Requiem. That would be a dream if he could pull it off for eHome.
For me, it just feels like the Death Ward from Kuro is going to be the huge game changer. We saw it in that last fight where he was able to keep it going the entire time. It was a large reason why eHome didn't want to continue to commit. He's now bought himself a Ghost Scepter. Going to keep him alive for quite long in these fights.
Protects him from the TA, who normally just blinks in, melds, and then right-clicks him with Refraction. He's pretty much done for.
Yeah, he two-shots you. So.
Yeah, you need that Ghost.
It's a pretty clutch item. I am a little bit worried about Puppy, but he always has that Grave to rely on, and it's going to deter eHome from just going in on him. But the next Roshan is going to be so huge, because with that Rosh, CTY is going to grab it, and they're just going to go all in. They're going to push wherever they can. They're going to have a lot of faith in his damage potential, and I don't really know what the game plan is for Secret at that point. If he gets that Aegis, if they're able to take down that tier 2 mid, I think that eHome should be able to go for the high ground because they want to hit this timing where Arteezy still can't get into fights. I think even with the Manta style, Arteezy can get blown up by just the TA himself when he's this far.
We saw it from EG earlier today. They had Fear on the split push. There was the amazing song from AUI that canceled 2 TPs. They held, and it was enough for EG to ultimately take the game. That one big fight. Now, for Secret, the big way to cancel TPs is a blink call from Zai. So that could be where they make their stand. Is not even the actual head-on fight, but just the split push of the anti-mage.
Everyone from Secret right now is grabbing a Ghost Scepter, and I think this is a good plan.
Where's that Fusel Blade?
You just want to extend the game and the team fights for as long as you possibly can. Zai blinks in, you can just call, pop your Ghost Scepter, and lead the fight around while your anti-mage picks off supports. That should be the game plan for Secret.
DDC, Blink back on that immediate lift. Oh, the combo damage. S4 is a BKB, not using it. He pops his Hastered, and that is enough. Well, CTY thinking it's not. Surged in. but they decide it's a bit too aggressive.
He's got a full Daedalus on the courier.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be trouble.
I thought he was super far before, and I didn't even see that. Oh,
that's what the net worth chart is for. With this, Daedalus complete. Could just walk right into the Roche pit, potentially. And that's what CTY is going to do, but the rest of the team doesn't seem like they're going to join him. He's chewing through this Roche. Oh boy, it's
really need any help right now.
No.
He's going to hit level 19 with this. That far exceeds anybody on Team Secret.
Lanham just likes to watch, but now he's had enough of it. Secret are deterred in their pressure top. Arteezy does shove the lane in. But eHome distributing heroes wisely around the map. So they take the Roche, they don't give up any objectives. Now CTY back to the farm game, lacking a TP scroll. Maybe something Secret can play around here. Not sure what he could even drop for that. He's just going to be TP-less for now.
This is such a weird timing right now. eHome, they're really strong, but they don't really want to get picked off here because Arteezy can just go for the split push. Every single time somebody from eHome dies, Arteezy just shows himself top, continues to go for the split push, but he has to be careful here at top.
This game has just turned into like hearing the blink sound every 5 seconds. Blink, blink. Now you see me, now you don't. Now he's just waiting for the wave. Let's see, maybe one more wave, then he'll cut it. He knows that push that you mentioned could well be coming, and safest way to stop it is don't actually approach the creep wave, just hide in the trees, take a page out of HY's book, and then cut them off, only when truly necessary.
So he's going to go for the split push here. He absolutely has to. There's no real way for them to stop this eHome push mid.
He's close to the Manta as well.
I'm not quite sure if that's enough, though, at this phase of the game, as CTY just deals a ton of damage. And he's got that Aegis that they have to deal with, too.
Oh, Kuro! That Ghost Scepter may well have been required if there was a crit coming out from the Daedalus.
I'm pretty sure that just saved his life. It was a good buy.
That felt like a Daedalus hit.
He's pretty happy about what just happened right there.
Here comes the creep cutting, and this is going to be the area where we see the most of our